Hey everyone, I'm Bershan Shaw, your international motivational speaker, business life coach strategist, yes, and author. And I am here to help you become the great leader that you want to be and the great leader that you deserve to be. That's right, how to be a great leader. Now, it's interesting because everyone thinks that being a great leader, you can learn it, you can talk about it, but really, great leadership starts on the inside and then you bring it to the outside. It's the inside out. It's not the outside in. We always think that leaders are telling you what to do. They lead. No, you are a leader as a father, as a mother, as an aunt, as an uncle, as a cousin, as a brother, as a sister. We're all leaders. At some point in time, you lead. And now I'm going to help you to be the great leader because I'm a leadership coach. I help corporations. I help entrepreneurs. I help the small person. I help the underdog. I help the person who wants to grow their business. I help someone who wants to get into business. I coach them. I business coach them. I life coach them. I have every certificate in the book. I'm considered the warrior coach, celebrity coach, but most of all, I'm just me. I'm just like you. I'm a person who had passion about learning how to coach. I got every certificate and now I coach people all around the world because I love serving and I love giving back. And that's what you need to do. First, whatever you want to do, and if you want to be that great leader, you have to love serving, supporting, inspiring, and empowering. Love giving back. It starts with you guys. Now, up here, I have my Instagram, Twitter handle because people are always like, what is your handle? I want to follow you. And I never, ever have it and say it. So it's Bershan Shaw, Bershan, Shaw, Shaw. And that's my Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's everyone. It's Bershan Shaw. All right, you guys, let's start this party. Look, this is going to be fun. This is not a monologue. I want to make this interesting and fun. Okay, I want to tell you who I am. I want to tell you how I got to where I am. And then we go on the journey and learn something. Let's do it. Okay, who I am, how, mindset, playing small, right? Fear. These are all good ones, right? These are all the things that we go through in our lives. So let me tell you who I am. I am a 2-time stage 4 breast cancer survivor. That's right. I am a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. Oh, it's even hard to say sometimes, but believe it or not, when you go through something so horrific and you have challenges, it becomes your gift. Cancer was and is my gift because cancer made me wake up to living, wake up to not playing small, wake up to taking action, wake up to not being lazy and saying tomorrow. What we always say is tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And let me tell you, tomorrow just may not come. So for everyone who's looking at this video, tomorrow may not come. Do it today. So who I am, I'm a celebrity business and life coach. I'm a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. Let me take you back to 2009 when I got diagnosed. I had a horrible, horrible back pain. Horrible. I couldn't move my back. I couldn't pick up anything. I couldn't lay down. It hurt so bad. I went to every doctor, chiropractor, shrink, whatever it was, I was there. And everyone thought it was just a slip disc. It was just a little mini fracture. No one ever gave me the right diagnosis. So I started thinking, did I fall? Maybe I did fall. What's wrong? Like you start believing it. And I really didn't fall. It wasn't just a fracture or a slip disc, but I kept going and my back started to kill me. It kept hurting and hurting until I went to get an MRI. And I remember the day. The doctor told me to sit down. Now, no one wants to hear the word sit down, right? We don't want to hear that. Those aren't good words, sit down. I remember it to the day. He said, I've been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer. Wow. Me? I had had breast cancer before 2 years before, but terminal breast cancer? Cancer all over my body? Wow. And I was shocked. There was nothing I could say. I was stunned. I was shocked. I was mad. I was angry. And I remember to this day, I said, Doc, what can I do? What is it that I can do? He said, do you believe in miracles? And something inside of me, the inner strength inside of you, when you go through something, when you have, it's fight or flight, when you have to step up to the plate, you step up. And I said, hell yeah, I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles, and I'll see you in 10 years. And I'm 12 going on 13 years later. Yes. And so let me tell you, when I took that vow on my knee, I told the universe that I'm going to serve and support and empower men and women all over the world to be the best they can be, to not listen to that noise, because people will tell you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't belong in the room. They'll judge you, they'll criticize you, they'll ridicule you, they'll laugh at you, they'll say this and that, but you know what? They don't know your spirit. So you tell them, I am a warrior. I'm writing this down. Get your pens and paper out, get your books. I am a warrior. You tell everyone this, right? You don't let anyone take your spirit. Don't let anyone take your spirit. That's your mantra. Everyone, get your pens and paper. I'll give you some time to grab some notes. Write it on your iPad. Write it on your iPhone. I am a warrior. That is what you are. So you don't let anyone ever steal your joy. So that's who I am. I'm a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. They didn't think I would be here. No one thought I would be living 12, 13 years later. Nope, but I'm here. So that's what I tell you. In whatever journey you want to go on, don't listen to negativity. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to toxic people. You are here because you're supposed to be here. And let me tell you, when you start hearing negative people tell you you can't do it, those are the people you shouldn't be around. Sometimes it's your sister. Sometimes it's your brother. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's your mother or your father who says it's too hard. Don't do it. That's not in your skill set. You don't know how to do that. But you know what? You have a warrior spirit and they're not you. All right. So who I am, that's how I got to where I am today, because I used to go to chemo and radiation, and my doctor kept saying, Bershan, you're so motivational. You're so inspirational. Would you like to speak at an event? And I'm thinking, me speak? No. She said, speak, because I used to come to chemo in red lipstick, red heels, and a fur coat, because I was not going to die. I wasn't going to wear a scarf and a sweatsuit. I was going to come looking good and feeling good. When she said, I want you to speak, I wind up doing the speech in front of 1,000 people. 1,000, my first time doing a big speech. And everyone stood up and said, you are a warrior, because I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't have been alive. Statistics told me I was going to die, but you're not a statistic. So that's who I am, right? Who I am. Now let me tell you how I got here. How I got here. Let me get this. Hold on. How I got here is that, you hear my dog Charlie, be quiet Charlie. How I got here was that I started telling my story. I stopped being afraid to share. You know how sometimes we're afraid to share? I've been afraid to share all of my life. I didn't want to share my story because I didn't want to be known as the sick girl, as the girl who had issues. There's my dog. He's in it too. He just wants to be heard, right? Charlie, be quiet. I didn't want to be known as the sick girl. I didn't want to be known as the person who had issues. So I never told a soul. So at that event, when someone said, can you start speaking at my event? You're so motivational. That's what I did. That was the beginning of me speaking as a speaker in 2009. I shared that I am a warrior, but I also shared how cancer was my gift. You see, cancer was my diagnosis, not my prognosis. Cancer was what I was diagnosed with, but not what I'm going to leave with. That's not how I live my life every day, because I'm a warrior and I'm alive. So how I got here was my cancer story. And I bet you have a story too. Whatever your story is, abuse, rape, bullying, depression, bankruptcy, you have a story. How I got here. So as a leader, learn from inside. How did you get to where you are? What is your real story? You see, leaders come out and you think they're just great person. Oh, I'm the CEO, I'm the manager, I'm this, but you have a story. Everyone has a story. Let me write that down. As a leader, everyone has a story. That makes you human. When you have a story, it makes you human. The great CEO probably was bullied when he was a kid. He probably was abused. He probably didn't speak up as a kid. He probably had issues with his looks. She probably couldn't speak up at the table. Her parents wanted her to be quiet. You see, when you realize that as a leader, everyone has a story, that's humanity. When you connect with your employees, or you connect with your family, or you connect with other entrepreneurs, or you connect as a human, you have a story. Start with your story. Let people in on who you are. I had to let people in on who I was. I was so afraid to tell people who I was. I was so afraid to tell people that I was a stage 4 breast cancer survivor because I felt marked. I felt like I was different. I felt like I was a sick girl. No one wants to be sick, right? Let me tell you, wrong way to approach it. I was human. I'm just like you. I have issues. I have health issues. I have money issues. I have issues. I'm not this perfect person that people think I am. Yes, I'm a TV expert. You'll see me on a new TV show. I do a lot, but I'm not perfect. I'm human. That's what I wanted people to know, that I'm human. So when I tell you as a leader, everyone has a story. Share your story with your employees. Share your story with your friends. Whoever you're leading, share your story. Be human. We have mistakes. We make failures. We get it wrong. We have issues. We have a lot of things that we go through. Everyone has a story. Share your story and stop being afraid. Then, next. 2, what is your mindset? Where are you? What's your mindset? As a great leader, do you want to just tell people what to do? Do you feel like you're smarter? You're going to tell people what to do. You're going to show them what to do. You don't need to hear what they have to say. That's not a great leader. A great leader's mindset is to empower and inspire. Great leaders, let me write this, empower and inspire. Because what you want to do is you want to show people how to be great. You want to listen to them. You see, when you tell people, that means that you're not listening to what they're saying. You want to hear what someone else has to say. Don't be selfish and let it be all about you. Great leaders don't make it all about them. They make it about everyone. That's why I love diversity and inclusion, because when you are diverse, you include everyone. Because you don't come from the same background. You don't come from the same story. You don't come from where someone else comes from. So why don't you want to inspire them to be the best they can be? Learn from their strengths and weaknesses. Learn from where they come from. Learn from their background. You want to empower people to be better. The best CEOs, the best managers, the best leaders are always looking for someone else to take their place. Because you can't do it for 100 years. Find the person who can take your place and you can lift them up. That's what great leadership is about. Empower, inspire. Remember that. Empower, inspire. And to be a great leader, number 3, I have it as 4, but let's make it 3. Here. To be a great leader, no playing small. You know what's so interesting is I have coached hundreds and hundreds of men and women all across the globe, from China to India to France to Australia to Rome, to Argentina, Brazil. Companies, management teams, individuals, entrepreneurs, politicians, celebs, and more. And this is a big one, playing small. People are afraid to speak up. People are afraid to speak up and they don't want to speak up. Why? Because they don't think their voice matters. And I'm here to tell you that your voice matters and you matter. Even Charlie, my dog who keeps barking, he matters, right? No playing small. We play small because we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we deserve to be in the room. We don't think we have what it takes. And let me tell you, you have what it takes. That's because someone at a young age told you you weren't good enough. Someone when you were young told you that you didn't have what it took. Someone at a young age said you weren't smart enough. You didn't deserve it. You needed to get a regular job. You were regular. You're mediocre. You're not that good looking. Nothing special about you. No. Talk to the hand. I'm giving you some encouragement. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You are amazing. You are enough. You deserve it, and you deserve it in the room. I want you to repeat after me. Say, I, your name, am enough. I, Bershan Shaw, am enough. I, Bershan Shaw, am smart. I, Bershan Shaw, deserve greatness. I, Bershan Shaw, deserve wealth. I, Bershan Shaw, deserve abundance. But you say your name. You deserve it. All you needed was someone to tell you that you could do it. People don't do it because they never had a cheerleader. They never had someone to motivate them. They never had anyone on the sidelines making them feel good enough. They always stayed on the side because they didn't want to speak up. And that brings me to the next one, is fear. This is a big one. This is a big one. Fear is false evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real, you guys. Here, I guess it's cut off. Appearing real. Fear is not real. I'm sure fear, one way and another, held you back from what you needed to do in life. I'm sure fear told you not to take the leap. I'm sure fear told you not to get that divorce when you knew that your marriage was over and you were just holding on. I'm sure fear told you not to take that new job because you were afraid, because you didn't think you had all the tools, but you had all the tools. You were just too afraid. I'm sure fear made you not move to that other state that you wanted to do when you were young. You wanted to live. You wanted to travel. You wanted to live life. But that fear held you back. I'm sure fear told you, don't start that business, right? Because fear will tell you not to start a business because I don't have the money. I don't have the smarts. How do I do it? Who am I going to hire? I don't have the team, right? Fear. I bet fear made you stay small. Never speak up in a group meeting. Never speak up in the office. Never speak up to anyone. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to ever make anyone mad because that's fear. Let me tell you, fear, this is what fear does. Fear kills hopes and dreams. That's what fear does. Fear kills hopes and dreams. You see, because you're letting something that hasn't even happened stop you. Because it's in your head. It's mulling over and over. It's ruminating over and over. You're telling yourself, no, I'm not good enough. Stop. No, no, no. That's just, no, don't do it. No, it's too hard. No, 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 no. That's fear. Stop it. Each and every one of you, stop it. And that's why, because I know you don't need to be fearful. You are enough. I'm starting and launching my app. My app, you guys, You Are a Warrior.com. Go sign up now. It's going to be a desktop and an app. Go and sign up because no more fear. You're going to share your story on the app. You're going to tell us how you feel. You could be with an avatar or you can be yourself. We're going to challenge you. We're going to motivate you to be great. We're going to give you chat rooms. We're going to give you coaches to talk to. We're going to give you a place where you can be yourself. No more fear. youareawarrior.com. Everyone, we're going to stop and not let fear get in the way. All right, let's keep going. Go sign up for that app. All right, you guys. Now, let me tell you. Do you want to be great in life? Do you want to make a lot of money? Do you want to change your lifestyle? Do you want to do something different? If the answer is yes, 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 yes. Do you think you're good enough? Yes. Do you want to start that business? Yes. Then what are you waiting for? I'm asking you, what are you waiting for? Why haven't you? Why haven't you taken the leap? What are you afraid of? What do you think will happen? You'll fail? You think you won't be good enough? You think you won't make it? You think people will laugh if you fail? You think you'll make mistakes? Let me tell you, the best leaders make mistakes. Let me write this down. The best leaders fail and make mistakes. You hear me? The best leaders in the world, they fail and they make mistakes. You know why? Because if you don't fail, you never know how good you are. If you don't make mistakes, you will never learn down the pathway. We always think that no one makes mistakes and no one fails and no one does it. No, we fail. We get it wrong. We make mistakes. Let me tell you, we fail, we make mistakes because we are warriors. And remember, warriors make mistakes all day long. We fail. I failed so many times, you don't even understand. Because I'm human. Remember, the great leaders are human. They tell stories. They're real. They connect. They listen. They ask. Right? Let's go through these. The best leaders ever. We said we fail and make mistakes because we are human. If you don't make mistakes, how will you ever learn? How do you ever know to be great? How do you ever know the next step? How? You don't. You never know how to get by because it gives you courage, it gives you strength, and it gives you know-how. Fail and make a mistake. And show the team that you did. Don't cover it up and let someone else take cover. No, you go to your team and you say, you guys, I failed. I made a big mistake. I don't always get it right. I sometimes get it wrong because I'm human. And you know what? That humanizes you. It humanizes you to make yourself seem vulnerable. Because we as humans are vulnerable. Right? What did I tell you? Leaders tell stories. Let's talk about telling a story. Remember? Leaders tell stories because we're human. People want to know how you grew up. People want to know where you're from. People want to know what you do well, what you don't do well. People want to connect to leaders. They want to connect to their leader. That's why now you have all of these things. You have Instagram, you have Insta Story. You can show who you are because people want to connect. They want to know what you eat. They want to know they want to know you. People want to know you. That's how you get to know someone, by telling their story. Leaders are real. They're real. Right? You're real. You're honest. I'm just like you and me. I have made a success with myself with my story. My breast cancer story has turned into Warrior Training Institute. I coach all over the world. I coach diversity and inclusion training, leadership training, management training, toxic situations. I coach how to public speak, how to be funny and speak, how to do presentations. I coach all of that, all from my story. All because I'm real. They connect. Leaders connect. They connect with their employees. They connect with their staff. whatever, whether you're an entrepreneur, you have an app coming out, like I have an app coming out, you're an author, you connect. Connect, connect, connect. Look, let me tell you how I connect. I have this book, Unstoppable Warrior Woman. I'm doing Unstoppable Warrior Man too. It's coming soon, so stay tuned. Please go get this on Amazon. But this is about 40 different women sharing their stories. 40 different women sharing their stories of hope, challenges, hardships, but triumph. Inspirational stories of women who overcame the odds and chose to thrive. Each one of the women thrive. It's all about sharing your story. So I love that we think we're not important. Each and every one of you are important. We give too much to celebrities. We give them too much power. You have the power. You are amazing. You are great, right? Great leaders, they connect. This is a big one. Let me circle this. Circle, circle, circle. Great leaders, circle again, they listen. I know that's a hard one because as a leader, you want to tell, you want to show, you want to tell again, and you want to tell and tell and tell. It's time to listen. And I had the problem too, let me tell you. I'm a talker. I like to share. I like to tell. But I'm just normal, regular. I don't have all the answers. I'm an expert because I do it so much. I teach and I help and I support. But there's nothing extraordinary about me. I'm just like you. We're all the same. That's why I want you to understand we are all the same. Find your inner warrior. Find your strength. Find what makes you different. Find what makes you tick. Find what makes you great. Listen. That's what we have to learn how to do. Listen. We don't listen enough. Great leaders, they listen. They don't talk, they listen. They listen to what their teams have to say. They listen. Are they doing well? They listen. What are they doing wrong? They listen. Start listening and stop telling. See, people used to think great bosses, I'm going to tell you how to do it. This is what you need to do. Do this by Thursday. Do it like this. Have it on my desk Thursday. No. Find out someone's strength. What are they good at? How can they make this project work? That's what you need to know. They listen, they listen, they listen. Last, they ask. Great leaders ask. They don't have all the answers. They ask the group, what do you think? How do you think it can work? What's best with you? You see, we always think that leaders only tell. But great leaders, they listen and they ask. All right. Are you guys learning some good stuff? I hope so. All right. Here we go. I'm going to give you some more. These are all good things. You should have a notebook of all of this right here. Getting all of this, writing it down. Not being afraid, because this is the year. These are some good stuff. All right. And now, look, remember I said, great leaders, it starts with mindset, right? It starts with your mindset on who you are, believing that you are enough. A lot of leaders don't believe that they're enough. They think they really can't do the job. They call it imposter syndrome, right? Meaning that you're judging yourself. You're judging yourself. You're judging yourself. Stop judging yourself. Please, what I want everyone to do is stop judging themselves. Stop saying you're not good enough. You are good enough. You can do it. You can do anything you want if you believe in yourself. And I'm telling you, because I'm here to help you today, to believe in yourself. That's all I want you to do is believe in yourself. If I come off from this video today helping you think, wow, I can do it. Wow, let me try it. Let me take the first step. Then I've done something. If I can help you take the first step, then I've done something. All right, first thing, all right. Leader, you got to be courageous. Great leaders are courageous. I'm sorry, they are not sitting in the background, not saying anything. They're not letting people tell them everything, they're raising their hand. They're standing up. They're saying, I have something. I have an idea. I think I could do it. Let me speak up. Whether you are leading or you're on the road to being a great leader, you have to be courageous. And let me tell you, it was hard when I first started speaking about my breast cancer. It was hard because, like I said before, I didn't want people to know that I was broken or that I had health issues. I mean, when you have stage 4 breast cancer, it's a serious health issue. I mean, that's not small. It's a big health issue. And I didn't want to be known as being different. I didn't want to be known that I had issues, because with breast cancer came with embarrassment for me because it was stage 4. And then it was, oh, are you sick? Stage 4, I mean, people with stage 4, they die. So, oh, are you okay? So it became this life of always getting the, oh, I hope you get better, or she has stage 4, let's pray. It was always something like that. And I never wanted to feel different. I never wanted to feel different. I wanted to feel normal, like I belonged. But what I realized is that I am different, and you are different. And everybody who's looking at this video is different. You're not the same. You're different. You don't have the same fingerprint. You don't have the same mouth. You don't have the same eyes. You don't have the same DNA. You don't have the same genetic. You are different. That's what I wanted you to realize, that you are different. So stop trying to be the same. We spend all our time, we're born as originals, but we die as copies because we keep trying to copy others. Don't copy. Be original. So that one is be courageous. This is a big one. Be courageous. Write down right now when you were courageous. Write it down in your notebook. Come on. This is not just a monologue. This is a working exercise. Write down right now when you were courageous. Now, see, Charlie's like, right now I'm courageous. Now write down when you were not courageous and you wanted to speak up. Write down right now when you wanted to speak up. Because we need to know this. Okay? Write down when you were courageous and write down when you were not courageous. All right? Okay, next. Great leaders are empathetic. Let me tell you about having empathy. Empathy is always putting yourself in someone else's shoes. People always seem to, when something happens, they only look on their issue or what happened to them, but they never put themselves in someone else's shoes. When you're a great leader, you're empathetic. You're empathetic to someone else. It's not all about you. You're not selfish. It's not all about you. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes. I remember as a leader, someone told me, well, Bershan, you take a cab to work or you have a driver taking you to work every day. And I'm not even that wealthy. I have a cab because I get claustrophobic sometimes on the train. So I get claustrophobic. If you don't know me, if I'm in an elevator or if I'm on a busy train in the morning, I'm claustrophobic. So I'm a freak out and I'll freak out in front of everyone. So you don't want me to freak out. But one of my employees said, I don't have the money to do that. You do. I had to think about it, take a step back. That's empathy. I said, you know what? You're right. You are right. From that day on, sometimes the train in New York City is always late. It can be stuck on a station for an hour or 30 minutes. And I used to hate them being late. Why don't you come early? But then when they did start coming earlier, still the train can have issues. That's empathy. Put myself in someone else's shoes. Be empathetic. All right? Next, play up your strengths. You see, as a leader, And as you have employees working for you or whoever you're around, play up on people's strengths. Don't hurt them with their weaknesses. We all have weaknesses. I tell you, I'm a closer. I can pitch anything. I can motivate you. I can inspire you. I can empower you. I can support you. I can heal you. I can help you. I can serve you. But let me tell you, sometimes my organization with papers and all of this stuff, I get a little junky. Okay? That's the truth. I get a little junky with paperwork. I do. I pay my bills on time. I have all that, but I will have papers here, here, and here. Now, it'll be in piles that are neat, but why do I have all of this paper? Why don't I put it in Excel sheets and do it? And I have my assistant, but I can get junky with paperwork. That's not my strength. My strength is I can help you with presentations. I can help strategize with you. I can help grow your company. I can find the toxic issue. I can help you manage these things. I can help do a lot of things, but my strength is not organizing paperwork. Let's be clear. Play up your strengths. And what you need to do is help your employees play up their strengths. Everyone needs to play up their strength. I'm telling you, it doesn't make someone feel good to harp on their weaknesses because we all have weaknesses. No one is perfect. I don't care who you are. If you are Elon Musk, if you are Bill Gates, if you are Warren Buffett, if you are Oprah Winfrey, and I love some Oprah Winfrey, you still have issues and weaknesses. So play up your strengths. Now here's a good one, leader. Here it is. Take risks. Now I know we're all afraid of taking risks. Risks sometimes can be too risky, but I'm here to tell you, take a risk. Stop being afraid. Take risks. Right? Whatever it is, you never learn to have that courage and you never learn to do it if you don't just take a risk. You never ever learn. You stay small. You don't know who you are. You don't know that you can leap, that you can fly, that you can do whatever, but teach others to take risks. Now, I'm not saying you take a risk every day. I'm not saying you risk everything. I'm saying take a risk, right? Take a risk. Don't be afraid, whatever business move it is. Now, I always say, make a decision on what you want to do. Make a decision, focus on it, and take action. So first you have to make the decision. Focus on it. Put your all into it. Study it, learn it, and then take the action. But take a risk. I teach people that all the time because some people play it safe and it's okay. But life, move it up a little bit, shake it up a little bit, do something different. Take a risk. Now this is a big one. Okay, this is a big one, big one, big one. I'm going to move this up to the top. Okay? Because, let me write this down. Don't compare yourself to other people. All right, that's one. Don't give up. 2, make a decision. Focus. Take action. Okay? Action. 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 Now come on, everyone, gals and girls. Let's go. We are on part 2 of this video. This is some good stuff. Now, here are my tips for you to do, right? I'm giving you some good stuff. This is free. You just need a piece of paper and pencil, or you need a notebook, or you need a notepad and your phone. Take these down. You guys, take them down, okay? And before I forget, you can go to www.bershan.com. Book 15 minutes with me. Okay? All right. Now we're going to start this. I have a free 15 minutes that's going on for a month. So go to Bershan.com, go to the About section, and book with me. 1, stop comparing yourself to other people. That's a big one. Don't compare yourself. We spend so much time comparing ourselves. We spend so much time saying, well, this person is wealthy. This person has this. I don't have this. They have a big house. They make $1 million. I don't. They do this. They do that. And you're sitting up here comparing yourself. Stop it. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are you. And the grass is not always greener on the other side. Let me tell you, the grass is not always greener on the other side. So don't compare yourself. You are you. You have your own fingerprint. You have your own uniqueness. Be who you are. Right? You will get there if you believe in yourself, you have the right mindset, you stay focused, and you take the action. That's it. You don't have to compare what other people do. Do what you do. Okay? So don't compare yourself to other people. I love social media, but then I hate it because we are constantly comparing. We're constantly saying, oh, look what they have. Look what I don't have. No, you are you. You are unique. You are enough. That's it. Don't compare yourself to other people. Next, don't you dare give up. As a leader, as you know, I love this book called Grit. Grit is the perseverance, the je ne sais quoi. There's something about that person because they never give up. They go for it. Whatever it is, they don't quit. That's what great leadership is. And you make the group not quit, no matter what. You can be vulnerable. I told you that. You're human. You're real. You connect. You tell stories. But what you don't do is give up. Let me tell you, I know something about perseverance and never giving up. That's me. They told me I had 3 months to live. They said I wouldn't make it past 2 years. It would be a miracle. Well, let me tell you, I'm a miracle. And you are too. Because you're alive. And many people aren't. Many people didn't wake up today. Many people are not waking up tomorrow. Many people didn't wake up yesterday, but you did. So that means you have a second chance. You could do it again. You're different. You're unique. Go for it. Don't you dare give up. I'm telling each and every one of you who's listening to this, look, Charlie is happy. Don't you dare give up. Now, next, make a decision. You guys got to meet Charlie because he's been barking throughout the whole thing. He's always right here looking at me barking, wants to get in the conversation. Make a decision on what you want to do. Great leaders make a decision. Don't wallow in it. Don't say yes, no, maybe, I'm not sure. Make this decision. Make a decision on what you want. Do you want to start that business? Do you want to move? Do you want to get a promotion? Do you want to be the CEO? Do you want to be the VP? Do you want to start speaking on stage? Do you want to be an actress? Do you want to be in a reality TV show? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to launch an app? Do you want to start a marketing campaign? Make a decision on what you want to do. Make a decision and keep that decision. And then after you make that decision, focus, focus, focus. Let me bring this up. This is important. Okay? Once you make the decision, I want you to focus. I want you to take action. I want you to make SMART goals. I'm giving you guys some good stuff. Right? Right? Oh God, is this right spelling? Okay. Okay. Lastly. All right, you guys. Here we go. Here we go. I'm giving you a lot of information. You need to write everything down. Everything you should have in your notebook. All right, focus. Focus on what you want. Stop being all over the place. Okay? I'm Bootcamp Bershan. I'm the warrior coach. I'm the celebrity business coach. And I'm here to tell you to focus. It is time to focus on what you want. We have had time to sit back. We were in a pandemic. We've been having a time to reflect, reassess, rethink, redo, reevaluate. Now it's time to focus. Focus on what you want. Stop being afraid. Don't be all over the place. If you want to start that business, do it. No one gets it done right away. Why do you think they call it WD-50? It took them 50 tries. Is it WD-50 or WD-40? Uber. Uber has been trying this forever. Stop it. Focus. Take action. This is the big one. Big, big, big. Take action, action, action. If you just sit at home talking about it, wishing for it, hoping for it, praying for it, believing it's going to happen and doing nothing, you're going to get nothing. Nothing from nothing gets nothing. You'll have a silent blessing if you don't tell anyone. A silent goal. Take action. Step out, focus, and take the action and do it. Everyone, whatever you're doing, I want you to stay focused and taking action. Action is what we need to set aside our time, our goals, and make it happen. That's what taking action is. If you want to know what taking action is, it's actually doing it. It's actually saying, I'm going to step up to the plate and make it happen. It's actually not being afraid. It's actually going for it. That's taking the action. Okay? That's focus. Let's take this off. How do you guys feel? I hope you're getting some good stuff. This is an hour video helping you stay focused. Again, let me give you my website, Bershan.com. Go to the About section, get free 15 minutes with me. And then don't forget, everyone, go join www.youareawarrior.com. And it's an app that launches in May. So download the app. You are a warrior. Android, iOS. You are a warrior. Everything about me is being a warrior. You are a warrior. The warrior necklace. We're going to have warrior hats. You are warrior hats, t-shirts. Don't forget, stay tuned. You are a warrior. Now, let's talk about these SMART goals, okay? Let me write this down. SMART goals. I don't have the best handwriting, but there we go. Your first SMART goal, you have to be specific. That's right. It's time to be specific on what you want as a leader. Let's take, for example, just in your own individual goals. You want to lose weight. Let's be specific. I don't want to lose weight. I want to lose 30 pounds. So if you want to lose 30 pounds, let's put 30 pounds in your book. Let's put 30 pounds on your whiteboard. Let's put 30 pounds on your vision board. But we want you to be specific as possible. If you want to grow your sales team, you want to grow your sales team by 50 people. All right, let's get it out there. I want to grow my sales team by 50 people. I want to hit this benchmark, 50 million, right? And so I need referrals. I need to know where they went to school. I need to know everything. Be specific. If you want more diversity and inclusion in your company, let's be specific. Diversity and inclusion in your company. Be specific. I want a more diverse team. I want to be inclusive with women and men and gays and transgender. Look, we're in a world where we're one. Stop being exclusive and excluding people and be inclusive. I love people. I love people for who they are. I love African Americans. I love Caucasians. I love Asians. I love Jewish. I love everyone. I love everyone. Seriously. Africans, Mexicans, I love everyone. I mean, I'm not naming every race and every nationality. I'm sorry. I traveled the world and I have been to every continent almost except Antarctica. And believe it, I love the people. I love people because I love their uniqueness. I love everyone's different. I love French people. I love the Brits. I love the Germans because they're different. Each one of them have something different to offer, and I get to learn. When I get to learn, I love it. I love the Australian culture. I love Brazilians and Argentinians. I love them. Like, seriously, it sounds cheesy, but I really love people. People make me smile because you get to know them. And it's not the same old person like me. I'm African American, but yes, I want to learn about different foods. I want to eat Japanese food. I want to eat Indian food. I want to eat Mexican food. I want to eat food from Brussels. I want to eat Swedish food. I want to eat that. I want to learn it. I want to learn the culture. I want to find the culture. So when I say be specific, be specific. Next, your goal needs to be measurable. How do you measure it? All right. If you want to lose that 30 pounds, check in. I always do check-ins on everything on a Sunday. Check in on a Sunday. Right? Make your goals. Hold on. Sunday. Can you see? Sunday. Make your goals measurable on a Sunday. Check in whatever you want. If you want to lose 30 pounds, then every week check in. Make your goal attainable. This is so true. Let me move this up. Okay. Specific. Let me move this up. Attainable. Okay. Make your goals specific. I'm moving it up. Specific. Okay, look at me. Can't spell. All right. And I'm teaching. Specific. Measurable. Attainable. Realistic, timely. All right? We already went through that. Specific, you have to be specific on what you want and what you want to do. Measurable, how can you measure the goal? How can you measure it? Right? If you want to lose weight, let's measure it on a Sunday. Or if you want the sales team, let's measure it. How many, you want 50 new salespeople? Okay, let's measure it. Now you have 5. How do you get to 50? What do you need to do? How do you grow it? What do you need to take back? Measurable, attainable. Everything needs to be attainable. Stop with unrealistic goals. I mean, you're not going to be a neurosurgeon and you haven't even went to medical school. I mean, you're not going to be a doctorate, a PhD, if you haven't gotten a PhD, right? You have to make them attainable. Realistic. Make your goals realistic. Make sure your goals are realistic. Something that's realistic for you. The goal has to be realistic. Don't have things that don't make sense. Everything needs to be realistic so you can actually achieve them and attain them. Right? When it's attainable, something that's in your stratosphere. When it's unattainable, you'll never reach the goal. When it's realistic and it's attainable, it's something you can do. I always say micro steps to macro steps. Small baby steps to big steps. Attainable, realistic. Last but not least, timely. Put a date on all of your goals. Everything you do needs to have a time. Everything. Don't just say one thing. Make sure you do it. Let me go over them again. Specific. Your goal needs to be specific. Measurable. You have to be able to measure it. Attainable. Make sure that you can attain the goals that you want or you'll never reach them. Realistic. Every goal you have, it has to be realistic and timely. You need to be timely in everything you do. All right, you guys. I have a little bit more to give you. All right. Okay, here's my other dog. Here's my dog. Bam Bam. I have two of them. Hello, Bam Bam. Okay. Mommy's teaching. Okay. All right. So, look at this. I know. I love it when dogs love you. I'm going to give you my last tips again. He's shaking the table. Okay, don't shake the table. Come on. All right, here we go. Again, let me say this again. You need to get a book. As a female, The Unstoppable Warrior Woman has stories of women, inspirational stories of women who overcame the odds and chose to thrive, all right? Last but not least, you have to change your mindset to lead. A great leader leads from the heart. They don't lead with trying to tell you what to do, trying to show you what to do. They lead to be inclusive. So if you want to be a great leader, you lead from the heart. You listen. It's team. You let your team be creative. You focus on strengths. Right? And you're together. These are my last tips. Listen to your team. Listen. I said this before, but great leaders listen. You won't get anything from anyone if you think you know it all. Sometimes you need to sit someone down and say, hey, Jack, can you tell me what you think? Hey, Barbara, let me tell you. Hey, Lisa, hey, Karen, whatever it is. Listen. Listen to them. They want to be heard. Most teammates are not acknowledged. They don't feel acknowledged, so they never want to do anything because they don't think you're listening. They don't think you hear them. They don't think they're good enough, so they just skate by and be C and D players. You don't want a C and D player. You want an A player. Listen. Next, team. There's no I in team. Team is spelled T-E-A-M. You are a team. In order to grow as a manager, as a leader, it's all about teamwork. You are a team. Be a team. Next, be creative. Let your team be creative. Let your team be creative. Let them grow. Let them be who they are. Let them come up with ideas. Let them come up with something. Don't be afraid to let your team speak up. Believe me, you will be better than you think you will ever be by being creative. Strengths. Focus on their strengths, not their weakness. Don't section people out and say, why did you do this? This wasn't good. You know you're not good at this. Why would you let something do that? No. Focus on their strengths. People want to listen to people who are strong and they have strengths. Last, together. Everything you do has to be together, right? As a leader, when you listen, check mark, you have a great team and you're a team player. You let people be creative. You focus on their strengths. You understand that we can't do it unless we do it together. You will be the best leader ever. Yes. And that's what we're focusing on. Leading. Here it is. Leading from the heart. Now, I hope you got some good stuff from this, you guys. Again, don't forget, go sign up. www.warrior.com. The app is Android, iOS. You are a warrior. Launches in May. We're going to have some good stuff. On my app, look, it launches in May. On this app, it's a mental health app, right? So mental health, we're dealing with things that we deal with that we don't want to talk about. Depression, anxiety, stress, loneliness. That's what this app is going to be. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, tell everyone, go sign up. You are a warrior. You are a warrior. And let me tell you, it launches in May, and I'm here to help serve the world. That's what Bershan is, the warrior coach. I'm here to help serve the world. Don't forget to go to Bershan.com. right? And book your 15 minutes. About section, book your 15 minutes with me. All right. There we go. Last but not least, my Instagram, Twitter, everything is Bershan Shaw. Now, everyone, I gave you a lot of information. I hope you got a lot of stuff. And I hope you wrote down a lot of notes, because the dog was barking, my other dog came in here, but through it all, you got some good things. Take it, learn it, grow with it. A great leader leads from the heart. Everything is from the heart. It's passion. It's trying to help empower someone, trying to inspire someone, helping people to be great, lifting them up on a pedestal, helping them be the best they can be. That's what I want you to be, the best you can be. As a leader, understand that you always grow every day. You don't have it all, but you will grow. Thank you. I hope you got a lot of stuff from this. Don't forget to go get your 15 minutes with Bershan.com. Sign up for YouAreAWarrior.com. The app You Are a Warrior launches in May. Lead from the heart. And stay tuned. Please subscribe to my page, Bershan Shaw, on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, BershanShaw. Have a good one. Take care.